In this video, I search high and low. I hit another rock, and I take a moment to reflect on a job well done. Today, I visit Geneva Lake, about 50 kilometers north of Sudbury, Ontario, and I'll paddle about 10 kilometers or 6 miles in search of a bay that I may or may not be able to reach by kayak. So we're just north of Cartier, Ontario, and a big, beautiful lake on a bright, beautiful day in early October. It took about 5 kilometers of paddling before I could find a section of lake that was relatively free of cottages. We're heading east, and we're going to try and find a secluded bay that looked really good on the map. I love this type of landscape on the water. It's like a mini version of Georgian Bay. My first opportunity to enter the bay was blocked by a marsh, but I didn't mind. I knew from my map I still had 2 more chances, and I was thoroughly enjoying exploring the lake. So this is one of my 3 options of getting into that bay I was hoping to get to. It's actually the second route. If you look over there, you'll see it's mostly marsh. Probably can't see it's mostly marsh, but it's mostly marsh. I can't get through there. And it's not boding well for the third one, but we're going to paddle another kilometer or so and see if we can get in that way. On the third try, I had to tiptoe through a very shallow and rock-strewn channel. Okay. We made it into our little bay. I was greeted by calm waters, beautiful autumn colors, and not a cottage in sight. I found a small section of bare rock to park the kayak and have some lunch. I also took this time to contemplate the significance of where I was at this moment. Geneva Lake is just south of the watershed, the point of land in Ontario where lakes and rivers to the south of that point drain southward into the Great Lakes, and lakes and rivers north of the watershed continue to flow north into James Bay. The lake itself is just under 900 acres in area and has over 24 miles of shoreline. Just to the south is the township of Cartier, named in honor of Sir George Etienne Cartier, a founding father of Confederation. Along with his contemporary Sir John A. Macdonald, who was Canada's first Prime Minister, Cartier would be memorialized throughout Ontario. Ottawa's Macdonald-Cartier International Airport and Macdonald-Cartier Bridge, and perhaps most notably the Macdonald-Cartier Freeway, better known as the 401. The town of Cartier is small but has a rich history. Prior to 1964, it was the terminus of the provincial Highway 544, now redesignated as Highway 144. But I think its real claim to fame is the train station, where outdoor adventure seekers can jump on board the Bud Car, Ontario's only stop-on-request train service. It was 25 years ago, but I still remember climbing into that boxcar with our 2 canoes. We all sat on our backpacks and enjoyed a cold drink as the boxcar rattled northward along the historic tracks. We were eventually led out at a seemingly random spot in the bush alongside the Spanish River to start our canoe trip. A bunch of little islands in here that gave me a few options, and I'm glad I came back a different way than I went into the lake. So, seeing some new things. Lots of rocks under the water, lots of rocks above the water. Off we go. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.